Hey, I'm Cameron McKenzie at CameronMCNZ on Twitter, and I wanted to show you how to data scrape some web pages. So, like always, I'll start this off by creating a new process, and I'll call it Best by Screen Scraper, because I've got some stuff I want to buy over at Best Buy. I've been looking for a watch. I'm really looking for a discount on a Garmin watch. Really love Garmin's. And I'm looking for one that's on sale, and specifically it has to be a Garmin watch. And you can see this is a list of all the Garmin watches on sale over at Best Buy. And I like to sort them by price as well, from high to low. I like to dream of having a Phoenix 6S. Anyways, I'd like to automate kind of scraping this page and gathering all this data so that I don't have to go to the page every single day, that the page will come to me, maybe through an email. And so the way you do that is through screen scraping. Watch this. I'm going to copy the URL that's up here, and then I'm going to come to UiPath, open the main workflow window, and say, you know what, I want to do some data scraping. So I click data scraping, the tool comes up and it says, okay, what do you want to scrape? And I want to grab all of the information here about all these Garmin watches that are for sale. I'd like to, maybe run this once a day and then see if there's any new items for sale. And so you highlight, I want to highlight the whole range here that encompasses an entire watch, the price, the link, the image. And then it says, okay, well, there's the start one. What does the finish item look like in this list? And there's the finish one right there. I'll click next. I'll try and highlight the same amount of data for the finish one. And it'll say, fantastic, we've got these two columns here. And I guess I'll call the first column Garmin item and the second column the URL. And then the other thing I can do is I can extract maybe some extra data. And you can see there the list of the Garmin items are being pulled out there, all the information that's really important. And over on the right-hand side, it's the URL to get to the item. But really what I'm interested in is the price, right? I want to know if there's been any price drop or any price change. So you can also click this extract correlated data. And so you can kind of go dig deeper inside of the web page, inside of the item. And the item that I really want is I want that price, right? I want to keep track of what the price of these items are. I want you to pick it in the first one and then pick the corresponding one in the second one, corresponding location. There's the price right there. And then it's figured all of that stuff out, and then I'll say that's the sale price. I'll click the next button, and then you can see that the whole data from this page has now been extracted into this data table. So I think that I'm finished here. I've got the product, I've got all of the information on it. Identify the element that navigates the next pages. Well, there's no next page here, because sometimes you might have a pagination, right? Like click this button for more, go to page 2. There's none of that there. That's all the items on the page. So I don't need to indicate any pagination there. And then from here, this is going to extract all of that data. It's all get put into a data table called extract data table. And if I want to gain access to that information, well, I could just write that to an Excel file. I could send the data in an email. I think for right now, it'd just be nice to loop through that data and take a look at it. And so the for each row activity will allow you to do this. Don't pick the for each activity. Very different. It won't cast the object into a row and it'll cause problems. Here I want to use the for each row activity and say, for each row, well, let's just extract some data for it. So I'll do some right line here. And in this case, I can get row at 0, .toString. And then maybe just, well, I've got 3 rows here, so I'll take all 3. And of course, instead of row 0, I'll do row 1, and I'll do row 2. And I'm going to run this application. Make sure that, well, first of all, I'll make sure that there's no errors. Yeah, that looks like it's all good. And I will run this application, and you will see it's going to go onto that page, do a little bit of scraping. And then finally here in this console, you'll see all of the information that I wanted. The name of the product and all the details, plus the sale price for the item, plus the URL. All of that comes nice and handsomely onto the page. And there you go. That's how easy it is to screen scrape web pages and extract important metadata out of those pages. And there you go. That's how easy it is to data scrape web pages in UiPath. If you enjoyed this tutorial, head over to theserverside.com. I'm the editor-in-chief over there. If you're interested in my personal antics, follow me on Twitter at CameronMCNZ and subscribe on YouTube.